Hello everyone, this is Will Brooks and my mission is to make coding fun and easy to learn. In today's video, we will make a simple but good-looking navigation bar. This is the final product and we will recreate it together. We have a logo on the left called logo, and on the right we have the internal links, and if you hover over them they turn black. So let's recreate this, let's get to coding. Okay, I am in my text editor now. I use Replit as my text editor and I made the font size larger so hopefully it's easier to see. In Replit it comes pre-populated from 1 to 12. You can see that here. But we're not going to really concentrate on the head. We're only going to concentrate in the body, but I am just going to put a title here. So I'm going to call it Header Tutorial. Great. So now in the body we're going to have three sections. We're going to have the header. We're going to have the logo container in a second, and then we're going to have the internal links container in a nav container. So let's start with the header first. Great, and let's close that. And then let's go now to the div container because we're going to put the logo in that. All right, and then we're going to put actually the logo in a p tag inside that, and we're just going to call it logo. And then that's it for there. And then we're going to go down and create another container. We're going to call that the nav container, and that is going to have our unordered list, so we can put the internal link, so UL, and then inside there we're going to have our list. Okay, and then we're going to put an anchor tag in there so that we can link that internally. And for today's video I'm just going to use the hashtag there because we're really not going to link anything today. I'm just going to show you about the header. So let's close that, and we're just going to call that home, that first one home. So we need to do 5 of these. I'm just going to do that real fast. We're going to create 5. Let's copy this, and let's return and paste, return and paste, return and paste, return and paste. Okay, we got 5 there. Perfect. So now I just need to change this here. I'm going to change the home to, we're going to call it about. And then I'm going to change the other one to products. You can put whatever you want in here. This is just a sample. And then next we'll do services. And then the last one we'll do contact. Great, contact. And that's basically the text we're going to have in our HTML. Now I want you to take a look. So the header is here. That encompasses everything in the header right there. And then we have a separate div because it goes on the left. We're going to have that as our logo, and then we're going to have a separate container which has our navigation internal links, which is going to go by itself. That's going to go off to the right, but it's all contained in the header like this. So now before we go and create our CSS, we do need to create some classes so we can style this. So we're going to go back into the header. I'm going to create a class, and we're just going to call it main header. And then let's go into our div, and let's just call that logo. And then we're going to go into our nav here, and we're going to call that, let's create a class, and we're going to call that main nav. Okay, so basically we got 3 classes there, 1, 2, and 3, and now we can go and we can style this in CSS. So my external style sheet is actually off to the side here, and I'll show you right there. So style.css. Okay, see you in the style sheet. Okay, I'm in my style sheet here, and I just realized, let's take a look at what it looks like. I've got this on a separate browser. Let's refresh this, and this is basically what it looks like right now. So you got the logo on the left. We want to move everything, all these internal links all the way to the right, and we want to create a background color. But before we do any of that, we need to go off here, and we need to go to Google Chrome, and I want to get a font. So let's go to Google Fonts. Okay, we're going to go into Google Fonts, and I want to get Montserrat font, and we're going to go just put in M-O-N-T. There it is, Montserrat font. And it's really easy to use Google Fonts. Just go in there, it's free. And I'm going to go and do the 500 regular. So 500, come on, 500 medium. There it is, medium 500. I'm going to select this here so it pulls up on the right, and I'm going to import it. Click on import, and just under style, in between style and style, I'm just going to copy and paste this. So copy, excuse me. We're going to go back to our text editor, and I'm just going to paste it right here. Great. So we have our font. That's the font I want to use today. All right, so next, let's go to our star here, which means it's basically our universal selector. We're going to change everything. We're going to reset everything because things come with padding and margins and all that good stuff. So we're going to reset everything, and of course, let's go with box sizing first, and we're going to put border box, and then let's go to margin, and we're going to set that to 0, and we'll go padding, and let's again set that to 0. And then let's put in our font family here, and we're going to do font family, and we're going to put in, there we go, the second one down, Montserrat. So now that we have that in there, let's go take a look, refresh this, and see how it changes the font. Perfect. Okay, now we're all lined up to the left. There's no padding, there's no margin, and now we need to go back in, and the next thing we want to do is style the main header. So let's style the header first, and we title that main header as a class. So since we used class, we have to use a dot and then main dash header. That's what I called it. We have to use the same name, curly bracket, and let's hit return. So first, let's do change the background color. So let's go background color. So background color, and then we're gonna just make that blue. You can make it any color you like. And then we're going to change. We're gonna make the height of this. We're gonna do 75 pixels. And then we're going to do the width at 100%. And then we're going to do the line height at 75 pixels, same as the height, so it will center. And then the last thing we're going to do is well, two more things. We're going to do we're going to change the padding, and the padding is going to be 0. So 0 from the top, and then left and right, we're going to do 80 pixels. So push it away left and right. Okay, let's see. And let's go take a look at what that looks like right now. So let's hit refresh. Okay, we're getting somewhere now. It's a dark blue there, and then we got the logo on the left side. Now we got to push our internal links to the right. So let's go back. We're not done yet. So now, next thing I want to do, I want to style the logo. So let's go to dot logo and then P, and then we're going to hit curly bracket and return. So now we're going to style the logo. And first I want to, let's see, increase the font size because that's our logo. We want that to look bigger. And we're going to make that 36 pixels. Okay. And then next we'll do the font weight. I want that to be bold. We want that to stand out. So we're going to call that, we're going to make that 800, font weight of 800. And then let's see, let's do the color. Let's make that white, and that's going to be hashtag FFF, or you can type in white. We're going to do hashtag FFF. Next thing we want to do, we want to float everything to the left because we want that to be on the left side. And then we want to notice that if we go back here, let's change that right now, see what we have. Great, we have our logo there, but it's in lowercase, so we want that to be uppercase. So we want to do, it's called text transform, and then we're just going to type in uppercase. And then the last thing we want to do, I think that I want to add some spacing in between the letters, so it's called letter spacing, and we're going to do 1.5 pixels between there. So let's go take a look again and see what this looks like. Ready? Refresh. There you go. The logo's capital letters, and there's some spacing in between there too. Great. Now there's one more thing I want to do with the logo. Since it's a logo, just a regular logo, I want to change the color to the O here. So I want to, let's go back into the index, and we're going to add one more thing. We're going to add a span tag. So let's go in between this, and we're back here at the logo and right here, and we're going to do a less than sign, SPAN, so it keeps it horizontal, and then we're going to close that, and then we're just going to put that O here. Let's just copy that, cut that, and let's put that right inside here. Great. And so now we can just style that O right there in between the logo, the LOG and the O. So we're going to go back here and style that, and let's go to down here, and then let's go to span, And then, so we didn't put a class in there, so we could just hit span there. And then it's color. And then we're gonna color that violet. You can color it anything you want. I'm just gonna make it violet. So let's see what it looks like. Let's refresh it and let's go up here. And you can see that O turns to violet. So it makes it look a little bit more like a logo, not just logo. In any case, you're gonna be working with a different logo. The next thing we wanna style are the internal navigation links. And let's go here. So it's basically gonna be from here to here. And it's the home, about, product, services, buttons, and all that good stuff. So let's go, and we want to move that all the way to we want to move all that to the right, and we want to move it up here into the navigation bar itself, and make it, I think we want to make that font a little bit bigger too as well, and we want to put spacing in it. But first, let's move it to the right. So we're going to do .main, because that's what it was called. I called it main nav, and then let's do UL, and then that's for unordered list. And then we're going to float that to the right. It's called float, and we're going to send it to the right. Okay, let's send that to the right. Let's go take a look. And it's to the right. Perfect. Okay, the next thing we want to do, we want to get rid of these bullet points here, and we want to move all this up to the top, and we want it to go left to right. So we're going to go again, the main nav, that was our class, and this time we're going to do unordered list, and this time we're going to go list. So the first thing let's do is let's remove those bullet points. In order to do that, it is called list style, and then we're going to say none. So if we go back up here, list style, none, good, the bullet points are gone. So now we want to kind of move that up, and we're going to say display, and then we're going to say display inline block, and that is going to basically move everything from here up into the navigation bar there. So let's hit refresh. The problem is those are blue, so they're going to blend in. So in order to see that, the next thing we want to do anyway is to go into our anchor tag, and let's style the fonts, make it bigger, make it white, and all that good stuff. So .main, again, we're going to continue further, ULLI, and then anchor tag, curly bracket, and then let's just change the font color so we can see what it looks like. So let's change it to white. I'm going to do shift hashtag FFF. Now, if it's the same, if it's 6 Fs, you can only, its shortcut is 3, but you can add 3 more, because normally you would have hashtag and then 6 either numbers, letters, or a combination of that. So let's go in here and take a look. So we see that it's tucked up there. Perfect, it's right up there. So now we want to make the font bigger. We want to lose the underline underneath that, and we want to space the font. We want to space those out. So let's do the text decoration first. Let's get rid of that first. So text decoration, and we're going to say none. So that's going to get rid of the underline. There you go, the underline's gone. Let's make the font bigger, and then let's space that. So font size, and then we're going to do, in here we're going to do 16 pixels. And then we're going to, let's just take a quick look at that, 16 pixels. And oh, it didn't make it that much of a difference, 16 pixels. So let's see. But in any case, let's go and space that. So we're going to add padding. Now with the padding, we're going to do 0 because we don't need any padding at the top. And then we're going to do 15 pixels left and right. Let's pad that to the left and right. And let's take a look. There we go. So it's now spread out. I think I'm going to make that font just a little bit bigger. I'm going to make that 18 pixels. Maybe let's see what that looks like at 18 pixels. Yeah, I like that better. 18 pixels is good. Okay, great. So we're almost actually finished here. We just want to do one more thing, and that's going to be a hover effect. So when we go over here, we want this to change color, that we know we're on top. So we want here, we want this to change color, this to change color. And so basically, we're going to just take all this. We're going to copy and paste it this time. Copy. And we're going to paste it down here. And the only thing we're going to do, we're going to do colon, and then we're going to just do hover, H-O-V-E-R, and then space and curly bracket. And we're going to change that color to black. So we want to hover that. You can do black, or you can do, the other one is hashtag 000. That'll give you black as well, or 0000000, 6 zeros. So let's go up here. Let's refresh that. And let's go, oh, there we go, it turns to black. Perfect. And that is basically what I wanted to show you today. We recreated our header with a navigation bar. We have the logo on the left, and we have the internal links on the right, spaced out, looking all very nice. And then you can put whatever you want inside here. And that brings us to the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and click the like button below. And if you have any comments, anything you want to learn, please leave me some comments as well. Thank you, and we'll see you in the next video.